We'll now take a look at a very frequently used refactoring, extracting methods and variables from existing code. Let's open the Video Store test class again. Looking at the code, we can see that it doesn't read that clearly. There are a lot of new keywords around that detract from the intention of the test. Ideally, we would like to be able to show these tests to a relatively non-technical person, and they should have a good chance to understand what they mean. Before refactoring, let's check that the tests actually work. Shift F10 to run them. Good. They do. Tests that don't work are a real problem, as you don't know if it is the code that is broken or the tests. Let's navigate to one of the places where we create a new movie of the cell. We could extract this as a method. Press Ctrl-Alt-M to extract. Choose the new movie phrase from the pop-up. Here, IntelliJ asks the name of the method, which we'll call new release the cell. It also shows the method parameters, although there aren't any for this method, and their types. Press Enter to accept. IDEA then prompts us that there are other places in the code that could be replaced with this new method call. Press Enter to choose Yes. So, we have a method. However, it's not that useful. It only makes new release movies of the cell. There are still plenty of other places in the code where a movie is created, and the code doesn't look that much better. Let's undo with Ctrl-Z and try again. This is a very powerful refactoring in itself. It's not always possible to foresee exactly how our refactoring will turn out, whether it's automated or not. Don't be afraid to use version control or undo to get rid of the changes and try a different approach. Some people call this scratch refactoring, as each time you try a different approach, you learn something about the code and can make a better attempt next time. Looking across the file, there are 3 types of movie being created: regular, new release, and children's. Let's try to make a method to create a new release movie. To do this, we observe that the parameter for this method should be the movie title, as this is what varies between the different calls. To extract a method with a parameter, first make a variable which will be the parameter. Go to the title of a call to new movie and extract a variable with Ctrl-Alt-V. Then extract a method with Ctrl-Alt-M. You will see that this time our method has a title parameter. Call the method new release, then press Enter. Select Yes to replace code duplicates, then Alt-A to replace all the usages. Finally, inline the variable again. All the new release movies are now created in a single place. The code now looks marginally more like English, rather than computer code. Let's do the same for children's and regular movies. Here, IntelliJ suggests that by adding a second parameter, we might be able to remove more code. But choose Keep Original Signature for now, by pressing Tab, then Enter. Let's extract one more method to help our code read more like English. Extract the 2 parameters as variables, then extract method rental for period. Now, let's move the non-test methods to the bottom of the class, out of the way, by putting the cursor on the method declaration line and using Ctrl-Shift-Down. If multiple methods are selected, they can be moved together. So, we've refactored our test class a little, and we have made it read just a little bit better. It's sometimes hard to know where to stop with the code looks like English refactoring. Some so-called fluent frameworks have tried very hard to read as English, and do get rather confused in the process. The trick for tests is to make sure that the intent of the test is as clear as possible. Perhaps there is scope for one more method here. Rather than say customer.addRental, let's try to express the business action that is taking place here. Let's extract a method customer rents movie for period, then move the method to the bottom of the class. Now, the method rental for period is not so useful. So let's inline that into customer rents movie by using Ctrl-Alt-N, and the method is gone. So this refactored test is a little longer, but I would argue that it reads more easily. There is still work to do on the assertion of the statement format, but we will leave that until later.